What's up everyone, welcome back. You are new here. Welcome guys. Today we are getting into the something really special. I have been getting so many comments and DMs asking me to review a dedicated subwoofer for desktop and home theater setup, and today we are finally doing it. We are unboxing the Edifier T5 subwoofer series. The Edifier T5 in all her box glory. Let's start from the outside and work our way in. Right off the box, the packaging Edifier has always done a solid job with their boxes, and this is no different. It's clean matte black box with a large product image and on the front. You can see the Edifier logo up top, the T5 branding front and center, and at the bottom they list some key specifications: 70 watt RMS output, 8-inch long throw driver, and their patent box reflex design. Flip it around to the back, you get full specification sheet, connectivity options, and nice little diagram of all the ports. I always appreciate when brand actually put useful information on the packaging itself. You don't have to go digging through a manual before you even open the things. On the sides, minimal branding, just the model name nice and clean. Alright, let's open this up. First thing you see is a layer of foam padding right on the top. Underneath we have the subwoofer itself. Nestled in front, filtered expanded foam on both sides. And the right on the top of the sub we have a smaller box containing all the accessories. Let me set that aside for a second and take a look at what we are working with here. Okay. First impression, these things looks and feel premium. Seriously, this enclosure is finished in wood grain vinyl wrap that honestly looks way more expensive than the price point would suggest. It's got the dark walnut style texture that feels rich and warm, not plasticky at all. The front bevel is where 8-inch driver lives. It's got a grill that pops off magnetically. Let me show you that. Oh yeah, that is satisfying. The magnetic grill system is so clean, no clips, no screw, just a perfect flush fit, and is a snap off with the gentle pull. With the grill off, you can see the driver itself. It's an 8-inch long pro design. The surround on it is rubber, which is excellent for durability and base extension. The cone is a stiff, rigid. This isn't a filmy driver. The build quality of this enclosure is genuinely impressive. Now let's take a look at the back. This is where things get interesting. From a connectivity standpoint, we have got a large base port right there. That's the reflex port, and it's well positioned for placement flexibility. You don't have to worry about jamming it flush against a wall. And then there's the back panel, which all the connections. We will come back to that in a moment. I want to cover the accessory box first. Okay, so the accessory box, let's see what Edifier has included here. First up, the power cable. It's a standard IEC C13 cable, which is great because it means if you ever need or replace it, you can grab one anywhere. It's decent GOG cable. Next, the RCA interconnect cable. This is the cable you will use to connect the T5 to your receiver amplifier. It's about 1.5 meter long, which should be plenty for most setups. There's also a high level speaker wire input adapter. This is huge. It means if your receiver or soundbar only has a speaker level outputs and no dedicated subwoofer output, you can still connect the T5. Edifier has really thought about the compatibility here. You also get a small user manual. It's multilingual and cover the basic clarity, and there's a warranty. Okay, let's spend some time on the box panel because connectivity is generally one of the most important things to understand about a subwoofer. Like starting at the top, you have the power input, which is where your IEC power cable plug. Next to that, a master power switch. I love that things in physical toggle switch. Moving along, this is your standard RCA subwoofer in. The volume and crossover frequency control are knobs on the back panel. Let's talk about a phase switch, 0 degree or 180 degree. This is super important to getting the T5 phase to integrate properly with your main speaker. If your bass sounds weak or muddy at first, try flipping the phase. More on that when we get to setup. I want to spend a moment comment really appreciating the build quality on these things because it's deserve it. The vinyl wood grain wrap is applied cleanly and evenly. Front baffle, this MDF medium density fiber board, the rubber feet on the bottom are 4 solid discs. They provide both vibration isolation from your surface and anti-slip grip. When this sub start pushing air, you don't want to walking across your desk or shelf. These feet do the job. At 70 watt RMS from a Class D amplifier built into this enclosure, the amp. Let's talk about a specification for a moment because the number are here are interesting. Driver 8-inch long throw, larger surface area means more air displacement. Which dimension? It's about 29 centimeter tall, 26 meter wide, and 31 centimeter deep, and weight is 7.3 kilograms. Sustainable setup tips. While we have got the T5 in front of us, because placement matter more than most people realize the subwoofer. The bass reflex port is on the back, which means you want to leave at least 10 to 15 centimeter of breathing room behind the unit. Don't jam it plus against a wall or the bass can get boomy and indistinct. For desktop placement, floor placement is generally going to give you better bass extension. The floor reinforces low frequencies. On a desk, you sometimes get resonance from the desk surface itself. If you do put it on a desk, try placing it on a piece of acoustic foam or folded towel to decouple it. Corner placement is a classic subwoofer trick. Corner reinforce bass output by up to 6 dB because you have two walls and floor are reflecting energy back. It's great for maximum output but can sometimes cause one note boomy bass. Experiment with what works in your room. For a crossover setting, start around 80 Hz and listen. If your satellite sound thin or disconnected from the bass, raise the crossover. If the bass sound localized, meaning you can point to the where the sub is in the room, lower the crossover. You want the low frequencies to feel seamless and omnidirectional. Hey, alright, let's land this plane. The Edifier T5 unboxing has been really satisfying experience start to finish. The packaging is thoughtful and protective. The accessory bundle is practical and complete. The build quality is well above what you had expected at the price. The MDF enclosure, rubber surround driver, magnetic grille, and wood grain finish all speak to the product built last. Connectivity is generally flexible. Line level LFE input for proper subwoofer out connection, stereo RCA, and out of desktop speaker integration. High level speaker input for receiver setup without sub output. Edifier has covered every realistic connection scenario. These specifications are honest and real. 70 watt RMS, 35 Hz extension, adjustable crossover, and volume, not inflated, not misleading. The final verdict on this unboxing and first impression alone, if you are in the market for a compact, attractive, well-built, versatile powered subwoofer for a desktop setup or home theater or media room, Edifier T5 belongs on your shortlist. I will be following up with full sound test and review, comparing it against a few other subs in this price bracket. So make sure you are subscribed and notification turned on so don't miss that one. If you have any questions about the T5, drop them in comments below. I will read every single one, and if you are already got T5 and you want to share your experience, the community, share it. Give your thoughts down there. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in next one.
Tell me what you like, tell me what you like.